Hello and welcome back to Underground Pro Wrestling.
Hi everyone.
I am Madhouse and I'm joined here today by our commentator from across the pond, Camper.
Hello, cheerio, pip pip.
And straight from the most spiteful part of the underworld, it's my other commentator, Ava.
I'm here to hate everyone.
Well, not everyone.
Everyone.
Even the people she likes, she sometimes hates.
They never do anything good. No one's good enough.
Tonight at Underground Pro Wrestling, we have another show of qualifying matches as we build our way to the trail, on the trail to tenacity. Fornator. So, tonight's matchups we have. Should we all take turns reading them this time? I mean, I'm the lead commentator, but why not share?
No, you do it.
Okay.
Sharing's for losers. Are you a loser, Madhouse?
We're opening up tonight's matches with a women's singles match between Kimberly and Diamond Diaz. Then we're jumping into some high-flying, high-intensity action between Elliot Rhodes, previously known as The Lock, and the Stormbringer Tommy Sparks. We go into some tag team action as we see Los Guerreros take on the Lucha Dragons. And hang on to your seats, folks, because the Lucha Dragons will be performing all night, as right after we have Kitty Malandra taking on Rhylee Thunder in a women's singles match. And in a triple threat match for the men's championship qualifiers, we have the total package Nathan Perez, Brutus Knight, and Lucha Dragon's own Mr. Macho. But that doesn't compare to anything for our main event between Cassidy Graves and Jason Pham. Now tonight's show is bound to be full of action, maybe blood, lots of punches and kicks most likely.
Oh yeah.
I would hope so.
I imagine quite a bit of jumping off ropes too.
Not if I can help it.
Are you going to?
Well,
I want both feet on the mat all times.
No high flying, just groundwork, just technical wrestling.
You can't even walk. You have to slide your feet.
Yeah, Ava's here for the sumo style wrestling.
Well then I think. Well then Ava's in for a rude awakening for this first match because we have Kimberly versus Diamond Diaz. Kimberly being a Chinese-born martial artist here in UPW. She is very fun-loving, very peppy, and very ready to prove herself.
Yeah, she's bouncy, which is the opposite of what Ava likes.
Yeah, I fucking hate that shit.
Another thing
Just
that Ava probably won't
for
like
5 seconds.
is the high-flying Diamond Diaz, the pretty mean girl in the sky.
Ugh. Looks like my prediction at the start is looking true, because I don't like either of these people based on that.
Well, your standards are very high.
Who would you guys say is taking this match tonight? Our martial artist or our high flyer?
Oh, Cho, any day. 1, she's a trained martial artist, and 2, I feel like Diamond jumping off the ropes is just going to lead her to a fist.
Well, I don't like either of them really. If I had to pick, I'd probably go with Diamond Diaz.
Of course you would.
Why?
Just, you despise everything I love.
Exactly.
Well, let's not get personal.
You should love things that aren't garbage.
I will always love garbage.
And that's why you will always lose.
Let's take us over to the ring.
Eventually.
As we wait for the lighting guys to get together. They always struggle at the very start.
That appears to be a mountain range.
Mm-hmm. It's like, you know, like the rabbit in the snowstorm? This is like, okay, I wasn't gonna make my analogy. You can all imagine what I was gonna say.
Yeah, a blind rabbit in a snowstorm.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Hong Kong, China, Kimberly Cho.
You know she is destined for victory when she comes out with the tassels.
Is it because, yeah, I was going to ask because it's the tassels. You seem to have an infatuation with people who wear tassels here in EPW.
Well, okay, I love tassels. I love anything that flows. If they were allowed to wear capes and jackets and wouldn't just get dragged down to the ground by them all the time, I'd love that too.
I don't know. Seems kind of frivolous.
Sorry, is that an eclipse in the background?
Don't worry about that.
Yes.
And from Baltimore, Maryland, Diamond Diaz.
Now, Diamond,
See, look here. No tassels to be seen whatsoever. The mark of a real winner. What she has instead, glitter out the ass. You can see her coming from a mile away.
yeah, she's definitely got the stealthy.
That shows she isn't scared of anything. She wants you to know that she's there.
No, she clearly adorns herself in glitter so that when she wrestles with someone, she leaves glitter behind because that's the only way anyone's ever going to remember her.
You think she throws it in people's eyes? You think she might do something like that?
I hope she does.
You just love cheating.
Be the most interesting thing I've seen in this ring.
There you
Last
go.
week didn't happen, folks.
And there's the bell.
And there she goes. You know,
High
this
flying.
is part of the risk of high flying.
Not paying off me. Oh, right to the arm. Oh! A nasty stomp. Oh,
Yeah.
again.
So, the match starting exactly the way I feared. Both of them jumping around like they're playing a fucking platformer.
Well, the difference here is that one of them knows their fundamentals and one of them missed.
Right now, Kimberly Cho is just dominating this match right now. Diamond Diaz doesn't seem like she knows where she is.
Takes it like machine gun kicks at this point.
Oh. Oh! Knee right to
Ooh.
the face.
Well, it's not like she needed it for anything.
Oh, Diamond Diaz
There we
fighting back.
go.
Oh, but the martial artist
Oh.
takes it back.
Not getting far, Kimberly Cho.
Oh, sling blade.
Ooh.
Followed up by a basement drop kick from Diamond Diaz.
Well, she had to make up for that earlier miss.
No. Kick right to the back of the spine. Now
Oh,
she's
the
just
show.
taunting and doing... She just did a
little
flip.
standing moonsault.
See? Now is she
And a
going for
second
another
one.
one? She's going for another one. She is just showing disrespect to Kimberly Cho.
Oh,
And you know, I think that's something, it's just a nice little reminder. That
Oh,
you have
over
to
the
know
top rope.
respect is earned.
she should have seen
And
that
Kimberly
coming.
Cho is not earning it.
Tip up from Kimberly Cho.
Kicked up right into a kick up.
Oh. See the way her back just hit the guardrails. That might have woke her up though.
Looks like Kimberly's back in control.
Uh-oh, what's this? Lifting her up.
And-
Oh. And then...
Right on the railing.
Oh, a big boot to the ear.
We might need to get some padding out there on that rail at some point. People keep
we
using
can't-
it.
No.
We can't afford that.
No. That railing is meant to kill, and by God, one day I will see it happen.
These women are going to have to get back in the ring pretty soon before one of them gets counted out, or both.
Oh, did you see that spin kick to the chest?
Kimberly Cho taking her time. She better hurry.
Hiding on the outside of the ring like a coward.
She never enters the ring from anywhere but the north side.
I don't think that's true.
Religious
The
reasons.
wrist control from Diamond Diaz. Oh, and an arm drag.
Oh. Kimberly's back on her feet. And Diaz is on hers.
Trying to build back energy.
It's like Kimberly Cho is not giving Diamond Diaz a moment to think.
Oh, going for a pin.
Will it be enough?
Oh, that was
And kick out on 2.
That was an early 2 for this match.
Oh my goodness!
Lord.
Another pin.
Kimberly Cho just said, "Stay down."
Oh, and another kick out.
Oh. That's the thing you have to know about high flyers. They kick out on 2.
They like it. Uh-oh.
Oh, is she going to show Diaz what high flying really means?
Oh my goodness!
Oh!
Damn.
What a kick! And then she's right back in the ring.
Outside the ring.
Kimberly Cho.
Oh, she's taunting her opponent, showing off her real skills.
Looks like Kimberly Cho doesn't plan on respecting Diamond Diaz any more than Diamond Diaz plans on respecting Kimberly Cho.
Oh, ooh, a kick. Oh, into the back of the head. Oh, she's setting up for a finisher. She calls this one the Cho Express.
Is it disrespect to throw the high fly?
Oh!
Oh my
It means
goodness.
a double drop kick to the face.
Is this gonna be enough? For the win.
And that's it.
Oh.
In a match where there were no good options, the worst one won.
Oh, come on, but Ava,
Kimberly Cho
showed
takes
herself.
the
Look
win.
at that leg work.
Yeah, for opposing a high flyer, Kimberly Cho spent a lot of time and power in the air.
Well, it just goes to show, when you spend all the time in the air, you're destined to fall to earth, broken and defeated.
I was going to ask, do you think it was intentional disrespect that Kimberly Cho threw Diaz into the air and then hit her? As just a show of, like, you think this is your territory?
Well, I think that we should get ready for the Cho Express, because she is making her way closer to tenacity.
She definitely kicked the shit out of her opposition there. Like, god damn, the amount of kicks thrown in that one match alone, I think equal how many were thrown all last week.
Well, here's the kicker. We're moving on to the next match.
Thank you, Ava. Our next match is Elliot Rhodes versus Tommy Sparks. Now, these two men are very different background. Both competing for the World Championship. Elliot Rhodes is actually a former WWE superstar who was fired and has now found his way here into the indie promotions here at UPW.
Yeah, I think you mean he was from another promotion. I don't know if we can use that name.
Yeah. He's from another promotion that we don't need to repeat the name of at all. Shut up.
Yeah. I was going to start talking about McMahon there, and then I realized
don't bring them in
how dark that was going to get.
And then we have the high-flying Tommy Sparks, who has gotten his build-up in the Japanese wrestling scene with a how do I say this? Puroresu style. Oh, that felt a little racist for me to repeat.
Well, you should shut your mouth then.
Yeah, it's just pro wrestling, Madhouse.
Yeah, but it's Japanese pro wrestling, so it's different.
Yeah, right. In the same way that water in Japanese is wataru.
But let's talk about competitors, Elliot Rhodes and Tommy Sparks. Now, Elliot Rhodes is kind of a jack of all trades, but I don't know if it's safe to call him a master of none. I mean, he was a superstar in other promotions and other indie promotions, and now has made his way here, proving that he is able to rise to the top of any business that he's part of.
Sure, when you called the Lock, I just have to assume there's some submission expertise in there as well.
Formerly, the Lock.
Right.
Yeah, now
The
he's
wrestler
just
formerly known as
Elliot
Lock.
Rhodes. All flair and flamaz stripped away and leaving just the man.
But this Elliot Rhodes individual, he can do submissions, technical moves, power moves, high flying. He simply just tries to do it all. But I don't know if this jack of all trades can handle the specialist that is Tommy Sparks.
Well, I hope he can. Tommy Sparks is a bit of a douche.
What Camper here is trying to say is that Tommy Sparks is a real wrestler, not some pretend wrestler like Elliot Rhodes, who can't even decide on a promotion.
Speaking of,
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Little Rock, Arkansas, weighing in at 240 pounds, Elliot Rhodes.
Now, you know a man is set for victory when he's willing to wear a shirt 3 sizes too small for himself.
Or he's just showing off. I'm not sure yet.
Look, the way it comes down the arms, no way. That is a lady's tee.
What that says to me is he doesn't know how to read sizes.
Yeah, it'll stretch out. It'll grow into him.
The shirt will grow into him.
Yeah.
I think it's more likely to rip off of him.
Well, good. It'll be a display of masculinity.
I sure hope it does. I mean, now Elliot Rhodes.
Well, I can say a display of masculinity is the last thing we look for in professional wrestling.
Oiled up abs? No, sir.
Now, speaking of little masculinity, Tommy Sparks. Look at that androgynous guy.
Tommy Sparks.
Puroresu Stormbringer, Tommy Sparks. Now, this man is a high-flying specialist. Can a specialist overpower someone who is kind of just good at everything?
Well, if you're good at everything, you're great at nothing. And when it comes to wrestling, the only way to win is to be great.
Well, that's not true. We've seen last week, a team of 2 people who are not great actually managed to succeed, so...
I like to think they had a great strategy.
A little bit of luck involved in these things as well.
A little bit of luck. That felt like more than a little bit of luck. I feel like a little bit is generous for them.
Well, that's the thing with luck. It changes.
There's a reminder that you can find all UPW episodes at Powered by the House on YouTube.
Among other things.
And other things. Don't worry about that other things.
There are other things on YouTube, but they're not important.
And we're off. Oh, both of them come out.
And there's the bell. Oh, and now from Elliot Rhodes immediately missing as Tommy Sparks goes in for a vicious series of stomps.
Oh.
I think this is setting our match off to an interesting tone.
Nasty stomps all over the torso, just not giving Elliot Rhodes room to get up. I mean, keeping him on the ground is best for this high flyer. Ooh, really?
It's like I said, if you're good at everything, you're great at nothing. And right now, Tommy Sparks is showing us how great he is. Elliot Rhodes, well, he's writhing around on the ground in pain. Does that scream a champion to you?
He is... I will not take this heresy. He is clearly great. He is great at taking these hits.
He's great at selling them, maybe.
Handling the arms and the torso early is a very good idea for Tommy Sparks here. Uh-oh. Oh!
Oh! We're getting a lot of those like mid-air heavy kicks.
Oh, an early pin.
Ooh, and a quick
Kick out on 2.
Elliot Rhodes
Things
is
are
like
not
a real
looking
rookie
good
here.
for Elliot Rhodes. Tommy Sparks immediately going in for a grapple.
Oh, and a boot right to the face.
Rhodes knows the fight has started, right?
I'm not sure he even knows where he is anymore. He's looking
I
like
think
a
he knows the
novice in
fight
the
has
ring.
started. I'm not sure if he knows how to... Oh, never mind.
fighting
He's
back.
Getting some pushback.
gaining ground.
What's he got going on here?
And
Oh, he's cradling him up.
where
What's
is
he
he?
going for
What's he
here?
planning? What is this man planning?
Oh my goodness! The
Reverse
power
roll.
of the previously known as Lock.
Elliot Rhodes.
Oh, stomp. Vicious stomps. Getting revenge from earlier.
Oh, right in the face.
Oh, tripping up the legs.
Tommy Sparks immediately reversing this series of attacks. Let's see if he can turn the tide, or if Elliot Rhodes is gonna get back. Oh,
Sparks is really controlling
Elliot
most
Rhodes
of this
rolls
match.
out of the
High.
ring. Tommy
Yeah.
Sparks is
Oh,
quick
and
to
out
follow
outside.
a jump all the way.
You know, Cho
Need
made the
play.
same mistake last match, getting outside the ring and letting their high-flying opponent get up on the ropes.
No. But when you're out of the ring, there aren't any ropes over there.
Oh, Tommy Sparks running for
High
his
flying
life.
is at a weakness when there's nothing to jump
Oh.
off of.
Yeah,
Oh, a nasty suplex.
I think our microphones might be coming through the speakers in the arena, and Tommy Sparks just heard that he needs to be near the ropes.
Uh-oh, what's Elliot Rhodes
Well,
going for
we
here?
are live. Elliot Rhodes charging up.
Is Rhodes gonna lock this up?
Oh!
Oh,
Send him straight to the mat.
things are not looking good. Someone has to get back in the ring soon if they don't want this to end in a DQ.
Oh, torture rack him straight to the ground.
Looks like Rhodes isn't done yet, even though we're on 7.
Rhodes looks like he's getting blinded by his own anger.
Oh, never mind.
Oh.
Is he going for a count-out victory here?
Rhodes quickly dives back into the ring. Will Tommy Sparks have enough time, or is Rhodes gonna take this on a
Is
disqualification?
the Storm about to lose to a DQ?
Oh, and he's back in.
Oh,
just
the
nick of
last
time.
second.
Oh, and a kick right
Tommy
to the
Sparks
head.
dives back in, but Elliot Rhodes is ready for it. Pummeling him with a series of blows,
Oh,
tossing
my
him with shoulder,
goodness.
and ending it with a spin kick.
You know, I think that might have been Rhodes' strategy, not to get him disqualified, but to make him panic. Come in right into a hit.
The mind games of wrestling.
Tommy
it is a
Sparks
quick
is
way
looking to
victory.
switch things around.
Oh, stomp around. Oh, he's banging
Punishing
the head into
the
the mat.
arms, the neck, every part of Elliot Rhodes he can get his hands on. He is looking to break,
Oh, just
preferably with his
scuffing the
feet.
face with the boot. Really working on his head. He looked like he's trying to concuss him at this point.
He's going for the face again.
Well, you know what they say, if you don't have a head, you're dead.
God.
They do say that.
Is he going to go for the boot again? Please don't.
Oh, and I kicked the guy.
Thank God.
Elliot
we're gonna have to call the paramedics.
dazed, but looking to make a comeback.
Oh.
What? Oh, just send him into
Oh.
the ground.
Ooh.
Going for a pin.
Going for the pin. For the win.
Oh, and a kick out. from
kick
Tommy
out
with
on 2.
authority, launching him off. Elliot Rhodes looking
Rhodes is
very
troubled by
frustrated.
Rhodes
Oh,
looking for some more revenge. Getting that upper bound. Sparks
Sparks been
going to the
fast.
outside of the ring.
No,
But
but Elliot
flinging
Rhodes going
himself
out.
back in. Rhodes
oh, and then
trying
back
to
in.
get.
The mind games of
A
Elliot
beautiful
Rhodes.
Neither of
dance.
them can decide which part of the ring is the most advantageous.
He's really coming in with those drop kicks to the back.
Oh, and a DDT.
Ooh. As everyone knows, stands for drop downtown.
I don't know if that's true. Oh, looks like he was going for a Spanish fly, but Elliot Rhodes is elbowing his way out.
Ooh.
Rhodes will never let anything Spanish happen to him.
Oh my goodness.
Sparks crawling for the corner.
Oh, but it looks like Elliot Rhodes isn't done with him. Oh,
No relief to be found there.
Elliot Rhodes getting ready to fly. Tommy Sparks coming back in the ring. Oh, how embarrassing.
Turning
Launching himself
around
off.
the high-flying maneuver, Tommy Sparks using every part of his brain, even the stem.
Oh, but Elliot Rhodes isn't done yet.
A series of blows back and forth on the outside of the ring. The crowd is loving this.
Oh, goodness, right onto the outside.
Rhodes really likes it out there. He seems to just gain a new wind.
It's the mind games, Camp. He's dragging him out there, letting him sit, letting him marinate.
I could do with some marinara right now.
I don't
They
think
got
you
some
usually
more pizza
marinate
catering.
with marinara. Tossing
haven't seen
Tommy
my
Sparks
bathtub.
back into the ring. I don't want to comment on that.
Oh!
Ooh, another split over the shoulder toss thing. Oh, tried to kick.
Oh.
Tommy Sparks gets out. Do a wraps around. Elliot Rhodes once again back and forth with the ropes.
He was showing off there, but it didn't end well.
I feel like you practically call this match hokey pokey.
Going up top.
And Tommy Sparks is looking to turn himself around.
Funnily
Oh
enough,
my
is what it's all about.
Swanton bomb off the top.
Going for the pin.
Funnily enough, hokey pokey is what they call a certain kind of toffee in New Zealand.
Good thing we're not in New Zealand.
Thank God we're not in New Zealand. Oh.
Oh!
Going for a little helicopter spin and launching him. Looks like Tommy Sparks is preparing for his finishing move.
Showing off again?
Looks like Elliot Rhodes is getting up a bit too fast for him.
Gotta put more than that to take down Elliot Rhodes. Oh my goodness!
This might
Ready
be
up
it
for
for
it this
Elliot
time?
Rhodes.
Is this it? Keep summoning him up.
The perfect storm!
Perfect storm! For the win!
Ooh, a kick out!
Kick out on Rhodes.
Looks like Rhodes is in the eye of the storm right now.
Sparks is incensed. He does not know what's happening here. To be fair, I don't think Rhodes knows what's happening here either.
Looks like Sparks is reminding him. Oh, falling out of the ring.
Well,
Once again, this match goes to the outside of the ring. Ooh,
Heard that from here.
not that far away.
Send him back in. He's going up top again.
Looks like I actually see some high flying from someone other than Rhodes right now.
Oh!
Or not.
Or not, as Tommy
fumble by the
Sparks uses his reputation of high flying to fake out Rhodes.
Putting him into the corner.
Look at that slow walk over. He knows he's got time.
Oh, reversing it.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
Rhodes
Rhodes
uses
building
the
up some
time
steam.
given to
Oh, and a
reverse
spear to the
it.
corner.
Spearing
Not
him
done yet?
straight with him. What's Rhodes thinking? What's he gonna do? Oh,
Oh, just sitting right in the mat.
I think he's thinking he's done with Sparks.
Oh my god.
Sparks isn't done with Rhodes.
Tommy Sparks getting energized, getting electrified in the eye of the storm.
He's gotta pay attention.
Oh, and just showing off.
Oh, this is a bad idea. Rhodes is up. Did he realize? I don't think he did.
He was too busy enjoying himself. Oh, and back into the ground.
Everyone knows no one is allowed to enjoy themselves in UPW. We come here for pain and death.
Look at these guys. Does it look like we want to have fun?
Oh, choking him up on the rope.
Ooh. Neck straight to the rope.
Oh, the head. Oh, but Sparks is ready for it.
Ooh. Listen.
Looks like he's getting ready for the forecast. Oh, but Ellie Rhodes is interrupting it.
Oh, and he jumped in the air for some reason.
I think he went for a kick, but it looks like Rhodes deflected.
Ooh.
Just a series of reversals back and forth with these two.
Every time one seems to gain the upper hand, the other reverses it. They are reading each other's moves
Looks like it's time for the
back of
forecast
a
yet
stereo
again.
box.
There it is.
Is he going for it?
Perfect storm.
Perfect storm.
He's got to cover quick.
And right for that pin.
That might be it.
Not giving Rhodes time to recover.
And that's it.
And
Tommy
there's
Sparks
your
advances.
Just like that. Storm came down twice.
Now this match, it had some good back and forth. Beautiful inside and outside the ring action. But when it came down to it, The all-arounder of Elliot Rhodes could not stand against the might of the storm.
Tommy Sparks.
It started out real rough for Rhodes. I don't know what it was. I don't know if he just wasn't prepared when the match started, but he took a lot of hefty blows both to his legs and his hands and his face.
It seems like Rhodes wasn't even focused. He even used most of his normal submission moves that he normally would.
Well, it's hard to pin down the storm.
That was good. That was really good.
Now this is what I was looking forward to. Some Lucha.
Some Lucha action here in UPW. Now,
Nah.
the Lucha Dragons are an international team who really idolize Lucha style. All of them masked, all of them really respecting the ropes, the ring, the mat, the ramp. Every part of wrestling to them is important. It is the life and blood within them, and Lucha Libre is the soul.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. I love just being able to treat a traditional style with respect, especially in the modern era.
Really? Oh, wait, yeah, you're a face.
But yeah, of course. Does anyone doubt for a second that I am a good person and I support good people?
Often.
I don't doubt that you think you're a good person.
Well, being a white straight male, what I think is obviously true. So
Let's jump over to the Lucha Dragons competition right now. As we see Los Guerreros, two young and new luchadors. Well, I don't know if I could call them luchadors exactly. At least half of them are.
yeah, one of them is not wearing the mask.
Yeah, Loco Luis Lopez, he idolized the Lucha style, but he kind of, uses more of the techniques and less of the actual culture and traditions of it. Same with his tag team partner, who is masked, but, doesn't really embrace it as fully as the, some would call them purists out of the Lucha Dragons.
I suppose it's fine. The martial art itself, the wrestling style itself, is totally respectable. I'm just a big fan of the masks, in the same way that I was a fan of our hero last week. The masks do something for me. It's very evocative.
Well, let's see who will win this one. New school or old school? Lucha versus Lucha.
Lucha versus Nucha.
I don't feel like we can call it that.
Nuevo Lucha.
That feels better. Don't look at that logo.
I think there's an easier way to break this down. True, honorable luchadors or pathetic posers. Speaking of which, here they are.
The following contest
Although-
is a tornado tag team match.
Now we all know
On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 430 pounds, Los Guerreros.
their name.
Announcer does not seem to understand how to pronounce it.
Their name, I believe, meaning the Warriors. But now we all know, Camper, you love a good cake.
I do. I was literally about to say that before the announcer interrupted me.
It's his fault.
That I do love a
should
cake.
name less.
Now these two are, as they call themselves sometimes, the pride of Puerto Rico. These luchadors are high-flying, high-action, high-energy, and full of enthusiasm.
Call themselves the Pride, but only one of them seems to be wearing a lion mask.
Oh, that would be Leo.
Right. I feel like we're missing the theming here.
Now here are some real luchadors.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 445 pounds, the Lucha Dragons.
Now here we have the
There's
Lucha Dragons.
no-
On the left of your screen you have Psycho Cyclone, the high-flying, high-energy. Absolutely insane sometimes. And right now we're focusing on Hercules Jimenez, who is a brutal powerhouse, as well as a high flyer.
Can I just say, I really appreciate the kind of underarm bands there. It's almost like wings. Real flying squirrel energy here.
The flying squirrel is one of nature's mightiest
The
warriors.
classic UPW Tornado Tag Team match. Let's see who wins it. New Lucha or Old Lucha?
Real Lucha or fake poser Lucha?
Tradition versus Reformation. You know, I know it doesn't really have to do with what we're seeing right now, but I think the reason I'm having such a problem amping up our new generation here is because it's the stakes. When two luchadors battle one another, there is a risk of being unmasked. You know, there's that element of dishonor just inherent on your face, or their face rather, right there in the ring. And I think losing that element is just a little disappointing. Instead, they have to be dishonored by having their face rubbed in their blood and spit in the mat.
Or if it would be my way, they'd have their face torn off viciously. Blood spewing everywhere. And gore not allowed for us to show on televised.
Right now, it looks like our masses local Louise is thrown outside the ring while Leo is getting the worst of it. Oh, and both
Are they going together?
Together! Oh my god!
Oh, destroying Leo.
What?
The
Lewis
Lucha
needs to get
Dragon.
out there and help.
Luis is
Local
so
Luis.
bewildered.
I think what we're seeing here is the true values of Lucha. What is more important? To be maskless? What is the greater sin? To be maskless or to associate with the maskless?
Bro, are you suggesting that the Los Guerreros' Leo is an enabler?
I think he's worse. I think he's an ally.
Oh, and Luis into the steel steps. Oh, and a senton right to the spine.
The Dragons are really showing, I guess, their experience and the original skill set of Lucha right now.
As we said earlier, the Dragons, all of the Lucha Dragons members are competing tonight. They are a new faction here in UPW, or a faction here in the new UPW, and they are,
As I like to call it, the new PW.
they are a force to be reckoned with, I'll say.
They're showing it today, although having a little more trouble in the ring. Looks like Leo's got his footing.
Because, you know, Luchador is most dangerous when they have everything at their disposal. They are always dangerous. Whether they're by the rails, the ropes, the turnbuckles, the mat, the steps, anything can be used as an assistant.
Even the air you breathe.
Well, that's what high flyers are for.
If you were alone with a luchador and 2 grains of sand, you would die in 5 seconds. And that's why I love Lucha.
I'm fucking gone.
Yeah, I thought you hated everyone.
I love death and killing and murder.
Psycho on the top turnbuckle.
Just waiting for an opportunity.
Oh my goodness! What was that?
I think physics just gave up for a second.
Oh, but
for the win! Kick out.
Part of a line is able to kick out.
Oh, Lewis is being held at bay outside.
A standing moonsault right on
Psycho Cyclone not give Leo a second to breathe. The Cyclone, take your breath.
And meanwhile, Hercules Jimenez is just taking it to local Luis outside.
You know, I think I might know why they're doing so well right now.
Yeah?
We like them more.
Lewis is bleeding. I think the masks almost empower them. You see, I think what Lewis is so afraid of right now is being embarrassed. Having his face shown means everyone knows exactly who he is, can identify him at a glance, and can see every move he makes.
Some might say he's braver for that.
True, but when you're wearing the mask is the wrestler. The entire persona that you personified right here, right now, is that of a wrestler.
Another physics-defying move.
I think you might have to sage the losses for after the camper. In UPW, things move fast.
Loco Lopez able to break it up before it can reach a 3 count. Oh, but now Leo's left alone. As the Lucha Dragons are hyped. Oh, and the disrespect. Oh, and over the missed. Miscalculated.
I think Lewis stumbled the wrong way.
He got real lucky there, but if he doesn't wake up, he might be in for a rude awakening. And he is. Knees up for Leo.
Leo looking to strike back.
Face driven.
Not make more though.
Oh, going for a quick pin.
Is this it?
Lopez doesn't even know what's happening. Oh, and a kick out again.
No, a kick out.
Looks like Lopez is finally waking up.
Did not seem to expect that.
Now,
I might not like the Los Guerreros, but they sure are lasting longer than I expected.
Now, while the Los Guerreros are cousins, the Lucha Dragons have toured for months, years together, to the point that they are basically family.
You can tell that initial move where they both went over the ropes together. I wouldn't trust anyone else with my spine like that.
With my gravity.
I wouldn't trust you with that.
Speaking of going over the ropes.
Lewis has finally woken up. He was having a real tough time in the first third of this match.
Maybe he realized that his face was the real mask.
Oh my, to the middle rope.
Maybe he finally switched his labels like the Janus he is.
I don't know what that means in this universe.
Down again.
Oh!
And Leo taking it to a 3. He could not handle the assault from Psycho.
It makes sense. That earlier part of the match where he got absolutely assailed by both of them was hard to recover.
Now the Lucha Dragons, they are smart competitors. They tore one of their opponents down and then immediately separated them so that one could just work his way away and make his way closer to tag team.
Here are your winners.
It helps when Sir Isaac Newton himself breaks the rules for you. Did you see some of those front-facing backward flips?
I don't even know how he did that. Where do you find the leg strength?
I don't know how he did it. I don't know how he did it thrice.
Whatever it was, it certainly worked. And the Lucha Dragons take home the gold. If this were the Olympics, I guess.
Astonishing performance from a classic showcase of Lucha Libre wrestling.
You know, it's hard to beat the traditional style of Lucha for me. And it looks like it was hard to beat for Los Guerreros as well.
But the Lucha Dragons matches aren't over yet, as we have the female member of the Lucha Dragons, Kitty Malandra, taking on Rhylee Thunder.
Now, I love the Luchas. I do. But
what?
There's no one better than Rhylee Thunder. In the ring, out of the ring, anywhere on the planet, she is the top.
Okay, I have a question for you. What's her fighting style?
She kills people.
Right. Okay, I'm starting to notice a trend for you.
Here's the thing. There is nothing artistic about Rhylee's style. Kitty, again, is based in tradition, is based in, effectively, an art form of a fighting style at this point. She's got this in the bag. She's not just going to throw a few punches and a few elbows and hope to break some teeth. She is looking to embarrass her opponent. I think she's succeeded.
Now,
Camper, I hate to break it to you, but this ain't the MoMA. This is UPW. We're not here for art. We're here to watch two people enter a square that we call a ring and beat the shit out of each other. And let me tell you, between the two of them, I think one of them is better at that, and that's Rhylee Thunder.
Now, I'm not going to shortchange Rhylee Thunder here. She is, while she doesn't have a traditional wrestling style, she has prided herself as a hardcore wrestler. Anything with tables, kendo sticks, trash cans, barbed wire, steel cages, anything that shouldn't normally be in a ring that is, she excels at, and she knows the exact way to use a weapon to tear down an opponent. Unfortunately, this match is a full disqualification, so she doesn't have any of those tools at her exposure.
Well, I guess we know who's going to win then.
Still Rhylee Thunder.
I appreciate that talking up Rhylee Thunder was very much in the vein of She can cheat real good.
Look, if it gets you the win, does it really matter what you do?
I would argue it does. Honor is important.
I think the ends justify the means,
Is scheduled
and
for
she's
fall.
one mean
Making her
girl.
way to the ring from Reno, Nevada, Rhylee Thunder.
Now, while I do gotta respect her hardcore nature, I gotta draw the line. She's a pretty disrespectful person. Very rude backstage, very rude in the locker room, and very mean on social media.
I think it's hot.
This is actually why I'm glad the Dragons are taking her on. The traditional fighter, I think, is important to represent here up against, frankly, one of the least entertaining aspects of this sport. It's what it is. It's a sport. If someone were doing shot put and someone came in with a cannon, you wouldn't say that that is a hardcore shot putter.
Yeah. But this ain't shot put. This is professional wrestling. This isn't about seeing how far you can throw a rock. This is about systematically destroying the opposition.
Kitty Malandra.
And there she is, ladies and gentlemen, Kitty Malandra. A female member of the Lucha Dragons. Stylish, seductive, and deadly.
She's going to remind everyone here why traditional wrestling like Lucha has survived as long as it has.
I hope she does, because, you know, it'd be embarrassing to be, after the showcase that the Lucha Dragons tag team just put on, to fall behind the rest of your faction.
The precision and grace of a cat is all she will need.
Well, there's more than one way to skin a cat.
Yeah, well, none of those tools are available in a disqualification match.
Sometimes the only tools you need are your
Thunder
teeth.
running in. Oh! A bit too bold and suplex right by Kitty Malandra.
Kitty saw that coming. It comes with experience and training.
Now, just like her partners in Lucha Dragon, Kitty Malandra has fought across the world for years.
There's a lot to be said for experience. I think a lot of it is spacing. She knew exactly when her opponent was coming at her, gauged her speed, and grabbed her out of her sprint.
Oh, and going for a quick pin. Oh, an immediate kick out at one.
Ooh.
Oh, everyone knows she wasn't going for the pin. She was looking to embarrass her opponent, showing her she got her on the ground
this
immediately.
is embarrassing right here.
I think what Kitty Malandra might not realize is that someone like Rhylee Thunder, she doesn't feel things like shame, embarrassment.
What is this? Oh!
She lives for one thing, and that's to break down the world around her.
Oh my gosh, and she is just vivid with a ground assault from Rhylee Thunder.
Well, there's no art to these movements at all.
It's just aggression.
It's just raw power.
Oh,
and that is what we are here to see. Unless you're some pussy like Camper.
And then a Russian leg sweep.
Okay,
And you say she hasn't been around.
Over the top rope. Oh, taking a move out of her tag team's playbook. They just performed that last match.
Kate was looking to grab her breath, but
Rhylee Thunder does not give anyone a second to think.
she's back.
Kitty looks like she's getting a little upset with the disrespect. Oh! Giving Rhylee a little taste of the hardcore action.
Maybe she got right where she wanted her. Oh, she's not letting her give a second. Right back in the ring.
Give Rhylee Thunder an inch and she'll take a mile.
Oh, go. Whoa, the way she just scaled that.
Look at that movement.
All the way up. Oh, knee right to the neck.
That mask.
Rhylee Thunder's still breathing.
Another fast kick out from Rhylee Thunder.
That mask isn't just for show. Kitty
right
has incredible dexterity.
I'm amazed that she's able to see where her opponent is through the mask.
That comes with the training as well. It's perfectly fitting. Every mask is made custom to the wrestler.
Oh, monkey flip across the ring.
Really
Thought she was a cat.
caught the ropes with their legs there.
Corner up. Oh, Rhylee Thunder was waiting for it. Oh, a headbutt. Oh my goodness! Last caress!
Yes, my God, this early.
Ooh,
Ooh,
that one
kick
might
out
have
on
dazed
two.
Kitty Malandra. Rhylee Thunder was
Feels-
extremely upset that didn't
Charging
away.
up her power.
Feels like Malandra
Oh,
might have
she's
just gone
going
through
for
one
the
of her
top
9
rope.
lives there.
She's going up. Looks like she's getting ready.
She's
for something.
summoning Malandra to her feet.
A forearm off the top rope.
Dang! Hook!
And oh, Kitty reverses it.
Oh. Now, something I'll say. Earlier, we were talking about how Lucha, every part of the ring is a weapon for them. And we talked about Rhylee Thunder, how she's so good at using various different kinds of weapons. I think one thing we failed to realize, one thing we failed to account for, is that Rhylee Thunder herself is a weapon.
You say that as she's about to get the shit kicked
Oh,
out.
and a sunset flip into a pin. Oh, and a kick out. Both these women fighting for putting everything on the line. Oh, Kitty Malandra looks like she's getting ready for
Kitty
it.
Malandra preparing for something.
Uh-oh. Her submission move. El Gato Loco. She locked her up good.
So
And
The ref
Rhylee
is-
Thunder take the pain.
the ref needs to keep his hands to himself. This is a...
Oh, Rhylee Thunder. Oh, getting out of it.
Oh, she's out of it.
She's used to pain.
A very unique
Both
type
taking
of
it
submission.
and giving it.
Oh, under, over. Oh!
Sure.
Looks like
Oh.
Kitty was able to break it up.
It's again that spacing. I think, maybe Thunder is too used to having a weapon in her hand. She doesn't know the range of her own fists.
Oh!
Oh!
Ooh.
Oh my
She knows
goodness.
the range of a pole.
Oh, head right to the turnbuckle. Oh, vicious knees just straight. Oh,
Hammering into the sides of Kitty Malandra.
just tearing her up in the corner right now.
Breaking her.
Pin and rope break.
Oh, a rope break.
Oh, and just
Some-
disrespectful. Arguing. It looks like she was screaming at Kitty for getting that rope break. Headbutt right to the corner.
Because, as we all know, it's her opponent's fault for you trying to pin them next to the rope.
What's she doing here? Oh, a forearm right to the side of the head.
Where you see anger, I see passion. And that's the passion that Rhylee Thunder is going to use to take this home.
Kitty Malandra still kicking out though. Showing that she's not ready to give up.
Oh, Rhylee Thunder preparing.
Oh, last caress.
This caress. Is this going to be enough? Going for the pin again on Kitty Malandra.
And another
Oh,
kick out
another-
from Kitty Malandra.
She's still got 7 lives to go in this match.
I don't know. I've not been counting. Have you?
I think she has a lot. I think it's a lot less than 7 at this point.
Oh,
The power, the speed, the aggression shown from Rhylee Thunder is unmatched.
oh, Kitty Malandra waking up finally. The power!
Reminding Rhylee she doesn't need to be in the ring to slam her to the ground. But she wants to be there anyway.
I mean, in a full disqualification match, that's the only place you can be if you want to win.
Oh, vicious punching. Last caress! That
Yes,
might be it right
again.
there.
3.
Oh, man.
And Rhylee Thunder breaks down a Lucha Dragon and
Playing
ascends
the game
to victory.
perfectly. the way she went out of the ring, rolled back in, played possum just to hit her with a third last caress in a row. That one might have shook Kitty to her core.
Here is your winner, Rhylee.
I feel like if you need to use it 3 times in a match, you should change the name.
It's a very long caress.
It's a real shame.
For you. It was great for me.
For all of professional wrestling.
Well, Rhylee Thunder is
hard to
advancing
imagine.
on to the Women's World Championship. Kitty Malandra has to walk home with her tail between her legs, thinking what she can do to make it up to her faction, the Lucha Dragons.
I think that's dogs.
Cats have tails.
Yeah. They don't put it between their legs.
Listen, I'm just reading the script they gave me. I'm just reading the script they gave me, okay?
No, we can't say it's scripted.
Oh, I mean, I'm just... the next match is a triple threat match.
Yeah, it is.
As we look back towards the men's championship, we are seeing Lucha Dragons leader, Mr. Macho, as he takes on Brutus Knight and the total package, Nathan Perez.
Yeah, we got a lot of good, solid wrestlers here, and then we've got Perez.
Now, Perez...
Something greater than a good solid wrestler, the total package of a wrestler.
The total package is a bit of a rope specialist, able to do high-flying moves, springboard moves, as well as being a big powerhouse himself. But his power is not in a vacuum here, as Brutus Knight and Mr. Macho are incredible athletes in their own right. Mr. Macho being a world champion in various other indie promotions, known for his, raw macho power.
What does that even mean? Macho power? What does that mean?
I'll tell you exactly what it means. It means someone who understands that chivalry is not dead.
Well, chivalry doesn't win titles in UPW.
But
Power does.
let's not pull the focus too far away from Brutus Knight, who is a D1 football superstar who was switched over to professional wrestling. He is very quick, very powerful, and is just ready to rumble.
I was going to say, we're already talking about powerhouses. I want to see a powerhouse with speed, and that's what Brutus has. I don't know that Perez can stand up to both being faced up against him, and then throw the Macho in the ring.
Brutus Knight has speed, Mr. Macho's got power, but Perez has both. He is the total package. Whatever the other people have, he's got that too.
Well, I think it's time. Because we don't want no more high flying. We don't want no big entrances, no personality, no storylines. Just 3 big meaty men slapping meat. That's what we want here at UPW, right here, right now.
Just
as long as at least one of them dies, that's what I'm here for.
I don't think that's gonna happen either. Oh, here we go.
I will keep hoping for it.
Speaking of hope, here he comes.
The following contest is a triple threat match. Making his way to the ring from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 240 pounds, the total package, Nathan Perez.
Look at that ridiculous man bun.
Now, this man is a man who loves and idolizes himself. In interviews over the weekend, he cited himself as his own role model and inspiration.
Absolutely.
What an icon. Maybe one day we can all be like him.
I certainly hope not.
Your self-love is all the rage these days.
Well, there's a difference between self-love and self-adulation.
No.
Great argument. Now, Perez is a rope specialist, but he's also originally trained as a technical wrestler in his early days. But, he's bulked up, beefed up, he's strong, he's powerful, but he hasn't lost any of that high-flying skill that he's built up over the years.
Maybe they'll break his legs tonight.
I don't know if those legs can be broken. Look how thick they are.
I swear those thighs are as thick as my head.
Look, that's not impressive. All 3 of our competitors in this match have meaty yams.
Next to the next most meaty man.
And his opponents, first from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 240 pounds, Brutus Knight.
St.
Be a
Louis
good powerhouse.
Brutus Knight. He is speed and he is power. He is energy and he is fun. People love him. He loves a good party. He loves good music, and he loves taking the fight right to his opponent.
He loves drawing blood, breaking bones, and tearing skin.
No.
No, I don't think.
Well, then he's never gonna make it in UPW.
All he needs to make
This
it
isn't just
be-
professional wrestling. This is underground professional wrestling.
Well, it's in
As
the light
in
of the
6
eclipse.
feet underground.
And here comes our final entrant.
Once again, that classic luchador flair summoning Mr. Macho.
Guatemala City, Guatemala, weighing in
Now,
at
some people might ask
275
why
pounds,
he's wearing a mask and a hat.
Macho.
It's cool.
Well, that's an opinion.
Now, Mr. Macho is a hero and stands up for all things that are macho and good in the world. Something that people don't really consider in the same sentence, but he finds things that are macho. I'm looking at my notes here. He says, there's nothing more macho than helping your fellow man.
Yeah, you know, actually, I hear he was late to the show tonight because he was so busy pulling out chairs and opening doors for ladies.
Yeah, we told him he didn't have to, help with the setup of the ring, but he actually came in here tonight and helped set up the ring for tonight's show.
Sounds like someone who's more focused on his image than the match.
I mean, look at his image. He's a mountain.
I think he is so secure in his masculinity, he doesn't really care about people's opinions. If he did, he is constantly judged for his kind of archaic sensibilities. But he doesn't care about that. He believes that what he is doing is right, and he stands by it. I respect that.
I think he cares way too much about appearances. Acting like such a nice guy. I don't trust that.
Here we go. Macho, Brutus, and Perez.
Let's see who prioritizes who. That's about what I expected.
Oh, ooh, and a quick kick.
Macho waiting for his opponents to be on their feet before he attacks.
Very respectful. Oh!
Perez, on the other hand,
drop kick right
looking
to the
for
spine.
any opening he can take like a real wrestler.
Oh, a knee right to the face.
Like, knee to the face on Mr. Macho, but leaving himself open from a strike from Perez.
Now remember, because it's a triple threat
Perez.
match, there is no disqualification. Anything can be used. Mr. Macho showing off his raw macho strength.
Yeah,
Mr.
look
Macho
at that
still
so-called
steps.
honor as he brings in a stepper.
well,
Bruce.
Mr. Macho has always stood by the concept that you should give your fellow man a step up.
It looks like he just took it and threw it away, like he wanted to hide it from his opponents. Maybe he wants to
Well,
keep
he knows Perez better than I think we do.
I think there's more to Mr. Macho than meets the eye.
Oh, I
There's a
couldn't
darkness
agree more.
that lives in that
trampling
man.
over Mr. Macho's back. Superman punch.
And Perez effortlessly stomping out both Mr. Macho and Brutus Knight.
Oh,
I think Perez just told Brutus, you don't get to disrespect Mr. Macho. That's my job.
he takes those vicious knees to Mr. Macho's skull.
Brutus Knight looking for some revenge against Perez for that stomp.
Classical suplex. Oh, a hip toss from Macho, followed by an elbow.
Perez.
Oh, dropping onto the knee.
Now, we saw a triple threat match earlier, last week. What would you guys' advice be to win a triple threat match?
Don't stand
Kill
outside
two
the ring.
people.
Don't stay outside the ring and wait for your opponent to win the match.
That's a
That would
good
be my
idea. You
advice.
can only be pinned or submitted in the ring in a match with no disqualification.
my advice, don't just focus on one opponent when you have two. You need to break both of them before you can claim the victory.
That is true. You really have to keep your head on a swivel, because the second that you think you've got a pin or a submission, someone's right there to break it up. Oh, Mr. Macho going high. A huge splash! My God!
Floated in the air!
Macho splash from Mr. Macho.
Brutus
But it's
Knight,
not
I don't think
enough.
Brutus knew that he could move like that.
Neither did I. He looked like he'd levitated.
Yeah.
Once again, something nefarious living in the depth of Mr.
It looks like that
Macho.
forearm was planned for Brutus Knight, but Perez got in the way.
Macho's loving that corner. We'll see if that lasts.
Oh,
Brutus Knight twirling Mr. Macho around like he weighs nothing. But Perez following it up with a dive and some punches and shit.
he's going up top himself.
Oh, Perez showing off some of his
Oh, but
high-flying
Macho
power.
stopping that.
But Mr. Macho
He won't let
isn't
someone
letting it
disrespect
happen.
these ropes.
Macho reminding everyone in the ring why the Lucha used the ring.
Perez laying into Mr. Macho and bringing him to the ground. And then instantly turning around and getting snagged by Knight.
Ooh, knee right to the face.
That seems to be kind of the way
Knight,
of it.
both of his enemies are, well, they were on the ground, but now it looks like they're recovering.
That's the thing with these powerhouses. Nothing really keeps them down for long.
So Perez is taking a moment to recover, stretch out, get himself ready again.
The
Oh,
total
Macho.
package in all things, including
dragon
self-care.
Oh, Perez getting wise to that. Jumping to the side before he can get got. Oh!
Ooh.
Like an angry silverback gorilla just pounding away on Mr. Macho.
Hammering on Macho's chest.
Oh, a kick right to the shin.
Oh, everyone knows the shin is the most important part of a
Mr.
wrestler.
Macho's got him up and down.
Wow.
Oh my goodness!
Mr. Macho using his classic Macho Judo.
Now, is it just me, or did Macho take both boots from Brutus to the back and not flinch?
He is a mountain of a man. He can't be stopped. Oh, another kick to the shin. Oh, up on the springboard. Oh!
Oh!
Just a
Mr.
lariat
Macho,
across the chest.
once again, taking down Perez.
Just bouncing between his opponents.
Oh, and now his opponent's
and
going
they
back,
bounced off him.
realizing the
knows
threat
who the
that Mr.
biggest
Macho
threat is,
poses.
and Nathan Perez is proving it by instantly taking down Macho and
Ooh, and a
Knight.
kick out at one.
Didn't take him down enough though.
Macho held him longer earlier in the match.
Oh, trying to gloat and takes a knee to the face there.
That was a classic mistake.
Unfortunately,
Oh,
being the
building up
greatest
speed.
at everything means being the greatest at making mistakes.
Oh. Slam to the back of his head.
Brutus Knight lifting him up,
Macho's just
walking the
waiting
edge.
for his opportunity.
Oh, a powerbomb position.
Oh. Over the rope!
Oh, the ring.
Back
Oh,
right
onto
to
the
steel
stairs.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, did Macho set that up intentionally?
Mr. Macho
Like
might be
I
the
said,
smartest wrestler
there's
we got
something
here.
nefarious beneath the mask of Mr. Macho.
Well, Macho right now is just cleaning the ring
Oh,
with Brutus.
what?
Oh!
Threw the ropes into a forearm and a pin.
Oh, Perez will never
Perez
let that go.
immediately breaking it up.
Perez breaking it up. Once again going for Mr. Macho. Winning the grapple. Irish whip into the corner. Walking up, taking his time. Oh, but taking too much time as Mr. Macho strikes back. Now Macho, back on Knight.
Up and down onto the ground.
Slamming him
Macho
through
is
the rope.
handling his opponents right now.
He is a beast.
Perez once again
another elbow.
trying for the slow approach and paying for it.
He will not let Perez get a hand on him in that corner.
Send him straight to the ground. Oh!
Oh,
boot.
there's...
Nathan Perez with a boot to the face on Mr. Macho and then instantly sliding out. What's he getting from the ring? What
A
is
kendo
Knight
stick.
getting? A kendo stick.
Oh! Nathan
Laying
Perez going for a
into-
suicide dive, but it looks like he more so just died inside.
Brutus Knight showing his skill with the kendo stick.
Oh my god, it
and
looks like
drawing blood
that
from
last
Mr.
hit
Macho.
drew blood.
Well,
Now that's what we're here to see.
It's a good thing their masks are partly red.
Nathan Perez, fueled by the sight of blood, hammering into Brutus Knight. And
He
throwing
really
him
is just a
into the
big
guards.
white shark.
Nathan Perez seems like he's getting rid of one of his opponents to handle the other one.
Classic tactics.
Well, as long as they're out of the ring, no one can win.
Oh, it looks like they're teaming up.
And
But Mr. Macho can't be stopped!
you know,
Sending both
Camper,
their
when you
hands
said
to-
no
oh
one
my
can win, I disagree. Because right now, I feel like I'm winning.
Both of them trying to team up against Mr. Macho, clearly the strongest competitor here right now, and he just embarrasses them, sending both their skulls right into each other.
You know, that's the problem with trying to team up on a man of honor. That honor is steadfast, and he's reminding them.
An alleged man of honor.
Oh, Perez quickly slipping out of that. Oh, to the knee of Mr. Macho, his Achilles heel. Finally, the spotlight guy is working on us. Oh, and he's gone.
All I have to say is that if Mr. Macho has nothing to hide, why does he wear a mask?
Well, we've gone over that several times tonight.
No, I don't believe you.
She'll never be satisfied. Oh,
Is
picking him up
Mr.
and-
Macho even really a luchador?
Right now, they are just fighting on the concrete, right between the mat and the ramp.
We're not that far away from the wrought metal ramp. That is going to be awkward
Why
if
did
they
we make
manage to
that
walk
metal?
up.
We should have got like wood or something.
Well, we used to do wood, and then
Brutus Knight.
It broke too much, and then there were like splinters, and I thought that was cool, but no, the splinters are bad for our wrestler's health.
Oh my
So we
God.
have metal instead.
Mr. Macho's
Metal,
right off
it's
the metal
safer.
ramp.
That was my ad for metal.
Looks like those
Man,
two think they
Perez
finally dispatched.
laying out Knight,
Macho just
going
rolling
for
out of
Mr.
danger.
Macho, Mr. Macho rolling away and striking back.
What? Ooh, the power Alabama slam! He's not done
Throwing
with him.
him over.
He's not done.
straight.
Into a submission hold, just holding him
Oh.
there.
There's no count out here. This is submission just for the sake of pain.
He can hold him there as long as he wants or until Nathan Perez gives up and Brutus Knight has time to recover.
Oh,
and
Brutus
heal.
is letting it happen.
Brutus
fighting
knows
out
that
of it
this
finally.
Nathan Perez escapes
He's in
and
there
is
for
coming
almost a
back
minute.
for revenge. Brutus Knight, meanwhile, is more interested in hyping up the crowd.
That's interesting. Did Brutus wait until Macho lost the upper hand to get involved?
It seems like he
It
did.
seems like it.
Wait for one of your opponents to get up that's exhausted after fighting a hard way. Oh, but it doesn't matter because Mr. Macho's still here.
I just mean he didn't interrupt Macho. He interrupted Perez. I don't know if there's maybe just an element of team up there. But it doesn't seem to have gone well for him either way.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
And that metal grating against your back cannot feel good right now.
no, it's definitely one of those heavily textured metals too. There's going to be just little diamonds imprinted on their backs.
Now these men have to remember they have to get back to the... Oh my goodness.
I don't
Those are
think
impressive
Mr. Macho's
European
thinking
uppercuts.
about anything right
You see
now.
that uppercut? Macho has
Mr.
been
Macho
taking
right
on.
now
Looks like he got
Both
jabbed in
is
the eyes
taking
there by
it up.
Nathan
Nathan
Perez.
Perez, however, is turning it around. Just...
Oh, a low blow!
Completely expected from Perez.
Now, Perez has to get one of these men back to the ring for a pinfall or a submission to win this match.
Oh, he dodged that shot from Macho. Came back with some measured punches of his own.
Nathan Perez showing why we call him the total package.
I have to imagine the audience members who are sitting right next to that ramp were probably regretting their tickets right up until now. Just hammering him in the back. Oh, right
goodness.
back on the metal. And the divider even.
Looks like they're
Nathan
starting
Perez
to fight their way back to
taking
the
the
ring.
opportunity to pound into Mr. Macho. Ooh, flipping him
what a
over, and
punch.
punch straight in the face.
I'm starting to think maybe Macho's perspective here is getting blurred by the blood.
I don't know if these men even want to get back to the ring. I think they're just trying to harm each other now. Maybe Macho is.
Oh, ran right into that.
It's like stumbling over.
Not
Knight's body.
dropping his guard for a second against either of these men, except for when he just did against Brutus Knight, but then he reversed it, which made my statement still correct.
I apologize to anyone who is prone to seizures for these spotlights.
Yeah, our lighting guy he's doing his best. It's one of
We hired him after seeing him work Scamilton.
Look, the money is spent in better places than lighting, which is in
now Mr. Macho
methods of
seems to be working with
murder.
Brutus. Taking down Knight.
Teaming up with Perez.
Our wrestlers slowly making their way back to the ring, or quickly in Mr. Macho's case.
Perez heading in.
Yeah,
Just to
Perez,
bask in the glory.
one of the most head-smart wrestlers here, knowing where he needs to be to win.
If he were head
And
smart,
then
that
leaving.
hairstyle wouldn't be on his head.
Axel sends Macho to the ground, and Brutus has got him back in the ring. And
Our
Brutus
match is
going for you?
returning to its home, and Brutus Knight is bringing some guests in the form of a kendo stick. Nathan Perez decided to go out for a milk run, though.
Brutus Knight,
And
kendo
Brutus
stick
Knight
right to the
is-
side of the face.
Dashing him.
Breaks it over his head.
Nathan
Macho tackles
Perez.
him down.
Mr.
Doesn't matter how much of
Macho
the total package
with
he
a
is.
steel chair.
Oh. Oh!
Oh! He's gonna have that man bun
Crushed
dented
him.
into the back of that chair. Oh, Mr. Macho's arm appears to be...
It's machoing out.
This is a well-known issue for Mr. Macho. His arm is possessed by liquid snake.
It seems like using that chair might have knocked his macho energy off.
I told you there was something off
The
about
brutal
Mr. Macho. I told you we
DDT
should trust
from
him.
Brutus Knight.
Oh!
Going for a quick pin.
Is that going to be enough?
No,
Not while
brutal.
Nathan
Knee
Perez is
broken up.
standing.
Oh!
Oh, a flying drop kick to the face.
Nathan
Mr.
Perez
Macho
finally
still
showing
having some
off
tremors
his
over there.
high-flying acumen. And crushing Brutus Knight's face clear into his brain. Mr. Macho still unable to get that arm back under control, and Nathan Perez taking advantage, slamming him down to the ground.
I'm
That's
starting to
Is
think...
this going to be it? One.
Wow!
And Nathan Perez takes it home, showing
God,
everyone
what a show.
that he is the
Is Mr.
total
Macho having a seizure?
I think he is. Mr. Macho using the steel chair in a dishonorable way. It seems like something worked against him, and Nathan Perez saw it immediately. Seems like Mr. Macho was more willing to just lay down and give up rather than win in a dishonorable way.
Nathan.
I think it might have
I don't
had
know.
something to do with that shedding of blood. I think maybe he was losing his vision. It seemed like his range, his scoping out was not doing as well as he thought, and maybe he went to the chair for desperation and decided to
Why are we
opt out.
talking about Mr. Macho? We should be talking about the winner, Nathan Perez, and how he beautifully worked between the two men to bring them both to their knees and bring home the win.
I will
I'd
say
rather
not.
that would not have been an easy match for any of those men to win. Nathan Perez can at least walk out proud that he made it out alive.
I think he's
he
got
can be
enough
proud of
pride for him.
Well, he's got a lot to be proud about.
Well, folks, that takes us to our main event. Tonight, we have one that will hopefully be for the ages. Well, hopefully not like pay-per-view level for the ages, but for the ages nonetheless. In all
Mostly
ages.
for the ages.
Yeah. We have Cassidy Graves versus Jason Pham. Now, these two have a interesting relationship to one another. Both of them seem like they're friends at times, and other times like rivals. these two have traveled and fought in various promotions across the world, kind of always butting heads, rivaling each other, taking titles from each other, but always kind of remaining rather friendly.
Well, I would hope so. They're both professionals.
Now, Cassidy...
but they're not just professionals, they're professional wrestlers.
Jason Pham is a bit of a social media sensation, a workout guru turned professional wrestler who is known for his disciplined demeanor. He is just a real guy that you can get behind, a face that's easy to smile at, a guy that's easy to just love and cherish, someone you could really want to call a friend one day.
Yeah, he is.
I fucking hate him.
He is a hell of a workout guru. He has a VHS tape out now. I know most people don't even know what that is anymore, but he's a fan of the classics. Working out with the Pham, you can get it for $19.99 on our website. We figured sometimes you should take a sponsored spot once in a while, and he asked nicely. So,
and this strong-style wrestler has something that you very much love, Camper.
I do love my tassels.
You love a good tassel, and he loves tassels too.
I love tasseling almost as much as I love wrestling.
But let's look at his competition for tonight. His longtime life rival, Cassidy Graves, who is not a social media superstar, but is the best way to put it is the eccentric, I guess.
He's a weirdo.
Okay, well,
He's weird. He doesn't fit in, and he doesn't want to fit in. Have you ever seen him? That's weird.
Look, I'm actually quite a big fan of Cassidy Graves. I find anyone who is passionate about the things that they enjoy in their hobbies endearing.
He's a very nice guy. His gifts are well-meaning. I mean, he left me a jar of spiders and wished me good luck last week under the commentary table, which I found this morning. The thought that counts. I suppose.
Shit! Have you eaten those?
No. Why would I eat those? They're spiders.
Yeah, you eat spider.
Oh, that would
you guys not eat spiders?
That would actually go along with the gift he got me, which was a box of rats.
Oh.
I'll trade you half my rats for half your spiders, and they'll sort themselves out.
I don't know. I think Ava kind of wants the spiders.
I mean, the rats sound pretty good too.
Should we just give both of our... I mean, I feel bad giving a gift away, though. I mean, he got it for us.
That's true.
Well,
I feel like...
Ava, have you checked under your chair? What did he get you?
Yeah, let me... Shit, he got me, I don't know about this. He got me he got me a self-help book. I don't know why I need help.
Given how much hate you've shown for this match and every match this week, I feel like maybe you need it.
You know what? I actually have been having a gnat problem around my trash. These spiders might actually come in handy now I think about it.
Oh, slight update. I hadn't actually checked until the beginning of this week's show. Someone, I won't name any names, has gnawed a hole in my box, and the rats are gone. So in the audience, if you happen to feel anything brushed by your feet, don't panic. If you have open-toed shoes, change.
And if you manage to catch any of these rats, please send them to me. I'm hungry.
Well, let's go to the ring. Let's go to the ring. Let's see what these two men have in store.
Hopefully it's evil.
I hope it's a wrestling match.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. That's asking for a lot.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Richmond, Virginia, weighing in at 240 pounds, Cassidy Graves.
Now, this man
Look at him.
Strange, but let's talk about his wrestling. He is a submission specialist. He knows how to bend a limb, an arm, a torso, a leg, even the neck, in a way that causes the most pain to make about any opponent tap out.
I'm always a big fan of submission specialists. I find them to be fairly technical wrestlers, and they also show the sort of power output that I really enjoy in an athlete.
Now,
I like them because they exist to make other people suffer.
Okay.
Ava, do you understand the mask that Cassidy Graves wears?
Yeah,
But anything else there?
no, I understand it.
Oh, okay.
It's a cool mask. Reminds me of home.
And his opponent,
We've been dealing with a lot of
from
masters this
Hanoi,
week.
weighing in at 225 pounds, Jason Pham.
And the family in UPW's arena is on their feet as Jason Pham makes his way to the ring. This man is an artist when it comes to style wrestling. He's a strong style wrestler and a bit of a submission specialist in his own right.
I'm always a big
He's
fan
also
of that.
very extravagant.
That popped collar is something else. I'm a big fan.
I don't know. Seems kind of gaudy to me.
You say gaudy, I say godly. What is Cassidy Graves doing? Just kind of power walking out there.
I don't know. He seems he's just walking.
Rising
Oh,
up
he's come by our
from
table. And oh, thanks, Cassidy.
hey.
It's a handful of praying mantises. Okay.
Oh, hey, the rats!
Well,
Can I have? Oh, and he's given me a bus pass. I don't take the bus.
yeah, you
want
drive.
this?
I'll take that.
I'll take it for the praying mantises. I'm fucking starving.
Oh, and
Looks
Cassidy
like
Graves
Pham's also gonna take that.
taking him down, showing off his technical prowess immediately. Now we know Cassidy Graves is a bit of a specialist working on the arms and torso, whereas Jason Pham is all about the legs, making sure the opponents can't stand the facing.
They're the best kind of rivals in the sense that they're similar, but they're also opposed. One focusing on the upper body, the other focusing on the lower, both trying to prove that their specific style is the best.
Reminds me of some of my favorite Japanese shonen animes.
Yeah.
No.
My favorite enemy is 2 top, 1 bottom.
I don't think that's an anime that we should be mentioning on stream at all.
I don't know about.
I guess we're going to see whose idealism and whose ideology stands above the other right now. Cassidy is stretching out Pham like something else.
Really taking it to him. Really working on that arm, really targeting him with the wrist control, stomping to the shoulders, the elbow.
Ooh.
Pham's on his feet.
Pham, though, showing that he doesn't need the arms with a good kick.
Pham is a genius with his legs. Ooh, kicking right to the knee.
It looks like our match is going to the outside of the ring.
Oh, and a shin breaker. Oh, catching him on the apron there.
Oof. Kick to the chest, and now some stomps right to the knee. It's gonna be hard standing after this.
Oh, and right to the head.
Ooh.
Jason Pham taking his time just dissecting with those feet.
Strolling around giving him a stigmata.
Jason Pham quick to catch him again.
Oh.
Get him on the
And
apron.
once again, tossing him outside, and now just
Going for it here.
hammering his head.
Oh, they're going off.
Oh, dropping his back
Ooh,
right on the
right
apron.
on the edge. Jason Pham
Oh, taking a book out of
taking
Cassidy Graves'
Cassidy
playbook.
down. Oh,
Tearing
going
out the
for an arm.
There's no tapping out outside the ring.
Oh. He's not looking to tap out. He's just looking to hurt people.
Just wearing him
I
down.
can appreciate that.
Oh, into the torture rack. Oh. Busting his gut along the shoulders.
Just clocked around the chin.
Ooh.
Oh.
Little leg breaker into a suplex, a side suplex. Jason Pham looking ready to take it back to the ring.
Cassidy Graves back in. Now, on his own, circling around, coming in from a slightly different angle. But Cassidy Graves still walking there.
Oh, Cassidy.
Ooh, bending him
ropes.
over the ropes. Ooh.
Getting behind him again.
Clocked around the cheek.
Oh, and a kick right to the spine.
Ooh, once again, taking the inner thigh. Now the knee. Jason Pham, he knows what he's doing. Now the ankle. He is taking out every part of your leg.
Oh my goodness! Look at the quickness of that submission. Cassidy Graves didn't even know he was in it until too late.
Oh, doesn't matter though. Cassidy Graves is familiar with Jason Pham's holds.
The damage looks like the damage has been done there to the knee. He starts dissecting his opponent again. Quick pin from Jason Pham.
It's a bit optimistic.
Oh, kick out on 2 from Cassidy Graves.
No shame in taking your breath to get to 2 and then kicking.
Cassidy Graves.
Oh no, Jason Pham going for his signature.
Oh,
rolling deathlock.
Rolling deathlock.
Center of the ring.
Oh, can Cassidy Graves break out, or is he gonna tap?
Looks like he's fighting, but he's been in there for a bit.
Things are not looking good.
Cassidy Graves fighting out of it.
No. He gained the strength. He's rolling, and he's unlocking death. Jason Pham. Not phased at all. Going in for another hit to the legs.
Oh, but he kicks out.
Getting pushed back by Graves. His legs.
Oh, Graves going for his own submission. Powerful. Oh, here he goes. He calls this
the graveyard shift.
Oh my gosh.
There goes that arm. Oh, that shoulder can grab and suck it.
Oh, Jason Pham using his leverage to get out of that one. Both these men displaying that they know how to put the other one away.
These two, like we've said, they're rivals. They know each other inside and out.
Jason Pham going for another quick pin. He's really taking his time kicking out of those.
I would too. The thing with getting hit with submissions, it wears your muscles down something fierce. Can you imagine how sore both of them must feel right now?
Cassidy Graves taking a moment.
Turning his back on his opponent? I don't know about that.
It doesn't seem wise. Jason Pham showing that to be the case.
Oh, and a kick, that beautiful spin. Going for another quick pin.
He stays down to this. Deserved.
Now, this is getting a little ridiculous. I think Jason Pham's getting a little too bold with these pin attempts.
Yeah, sooner or later they're gonna turn around on him, and it won't be pretty.
Oh.
It may just be a desperation issue. After that graveyard shift, his arms must be killing him. He may just be going for those pins to try and end it as soon as possible.
Cassidy Graves getting some appreciation from the fans.
Graves seems fairly confident. Oh, he timed it far better this time, though.
Graves is known for his calmness under pressure. Never does this man really seem disturbed. Even in losing, even in submissions, he gives a wink and a smile.
Well, you know, fear is a survival instinct. If Pham is feeling the fear, that might be what's driving him to push just that much harder.
Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. Cassidy Graves getting ready.
He's charging something up.
I think we might be looking for another graveyard shift.
It's getting late.
It's looking like it.
Oh.
And we're in the graveyard shift
just inches
again.
From the rope. Oh, but he breaks out of it immediately.
breaks out even faster this time. If Cassidy Graves wants to put down Jason Pham, he's gonna have to try something new.
Cassidy's going crazy.
Pulling on that arm.
It's a good idea of Jason Pham to wear down those arms so that Cassidy Graves can't use it against him anymore.
Well, pulling him around, positioning him for...
Got him up. Ooh, a DDT.
Ooh.
Oh, look at that.
Cassidy Graves quick
flip.
twist.
Whoa.
Oh, Cassidy
Jason Pham
Graves
ready
gets
for
up.
a leg pick. Oh, and just send him down. And then...
Oh, and then twisting it around. Legs were not meant to bend that way.
Uh-oh. He's locking in the death lock.
He's going in once again for the rolling death lock. Can Cassidy Graves survive it again?
He makes it to the
rope break. Too close to the edge.
Amazing
and he was about and
Cassidy Graves.
Pham will be making that mistake again.
Cassidy Graves pushed himself to the edge, and he got a rope break.
Jason Pham better hope that Cassidy Graves gives him a chance to have it again.
Both of them just running into each other. No care at all for their positioning.
Cassidy Graves stalking his opponent, taking his time.
Oh, see?
Oh, whoa!
Whoa!
When I said
Cassidy Graves is on fire! Send him to the ground. He is charged up.
I'm looking at this call sheet. I don't see anything here about Cassidy Graves being a high flyer, but that backflip says otherwise.
Uh-oh.
When I said Cassidy had to do something new to take down Pham, I didn't think he'd pull out something like this.
He's just torturing that arm. Really preparing it for something later. Uh-oh.
Great.
It looks like Cassidy's about to clock in again.
We're here for the third time tonight.
He's going for the graveyard shift.
The graveyard shift.
Oh, is Pham going to be able to break out this one?
Looks like he's really extending it this time. Oh, really locking him in there.
Oh.
And Pham taps.
Oh, and Pham taps. Cassidy Graves takes it home.
A valiant effort from Jason Pham, but it looks like Cassidy Graves wins this.
A well-deserved victory. I still can't get over that backflip.
It looks like Cassidy Graves found a second win there and just charged up. Really took it to Jason Pham.
What does this mean for Cassidy Graves? The skill he's displaying, it's not natural to this world.
I'll tell you what it means. He's one step closer to the UPW World Championship. And that next week, he will be facing none other than tonight's other victor, Tommy Sparks.
Cassidy Graves, he's impressive. But can he survive the storm?
I hope so. I'm sure he's got some juju back there or something that can avert a hurricane.
We should also be looking forward to another match for a men's qualifying match for the World Championship as we see Adrian Yamamoto take on Big Bad Mike the Reaper Reed.
I've got high hopes for Yamamoto.
I don't know.
Now, if the Dragon Warlord can manage to escape the underworld, he might have everything it takes to be our world champion.
I don't know. No one's escaped the underworld before. I don't know if they'll do it tonight. If they'll do it next week.
Well, I guess we'll have to find out. Also, we have more qualifying matches for the men's division, women's division, and both men and women's tag team divisions. Honestly, I don't know who might take home gold here. It could be anyone's game here at Underground Pro Wrestling, and that is why we love professional wrestling. Upsets like Omar and Too Cool versus, pure showcases of power like Mike Reed and Cassidy Graves. You never know what could really happen in these matchups.
That's true. Knowing wouldn't be fun.
And that's why it's completely random and not scripted.
Yep. That's true.
It is.
Yep. We are one of the few promotions that doesn't script our fights.
We just try to prevent them from death, much to Ava's dismay.
One of these days, One of these days, I'm gonna see the light leave someone's eyes, and it's gonna be glorious.
Yeah, only one party gets to be happy, Ava or Legal.
I fought the law. Unfortunately, the law won. But maybe next week, that'll change.
Well, we'll have to see what happens next week as we see all new matches with all new superstars and some old faces that we've seen from this week and last week here in Underground Pro Wrestling as we reach one step closer to our first ever PLE, Tenacity.
Can't wait.
This is Madhouse
Camper.
and
Ava.
wishing you all a good Wednesday night. Okay, now guys, can you help me collect all these rats and stuff?
Yeah.
Wait, here comes Mr. Macho. I think he's coming with a cage.
Oh, and Mr. Macho! Wow, he's got a cage and everything. He's got like a net.
The arm's looking a lot better.
Oh yeah. Hey,
Thanks,
Mr.
man.
Macho.
Hey, can I have... no, he's taking the rats away. God damn it.
This has been Underground Pro Wrestling. Bye, everybody.
Thank you for joining us.
And good night.